So I already did, sorry. Okay, so I already did my eyebrows, which I actually filmed for you guys, showing you how I fill in my eyebrows when I want to fill them in. Like, I don't always fill them in, but I actually filmed that, so that will be going up sometime this week. So this is the palette that I'm going to use today. This is the Modern Renaissance palette, and this is like my favorite palette just at all times. So I really only use these shades like right here, and then occasionally I'll dip into that. But right now for my crease shade, I'm going to be using this. And I know that like I don't usually show my makeup on this channel, but whatever. I don't know. I won't necessarily show you guys the shadows. You guys can just get ready with me. Obviously. Okay. So how is everyone doing? When I do my makeup, I just don't like to do anything too over the top, so I try to keep it as subtle as possible while also having some color. Okay, so Cassandra asks if I have tried putting Vaseline on my eyelashes or eyebrows. I have actually tried that. I actually put Vaseline on my eyebrows when I do them, like when I groom them and stuff at home. So that definitely works to help groom them at home. It kind of helps them to stay in place, and you're better able to like trim and pluck and shave and stuff like that. In terms of if it helps your eyebrows to grow, I actually haven't tried that. I just like before, so I made a video like a year or two ago about how I grew out my eyebrows after they were ruined. They were so thin. And in that process, I used olive oil and coconut oil. I actually have not used anything to grow out my eyebrows because I haven't had to, because they've been thick for like years now. But back when I had to grow them out, I used coconut oil and olive oil. However, now if I were to grow them out, I would probably use castor oil or, which I actually posted a video on yesterday. If you guys want to check that out, that is up. Or I would use maybe Vaseline if I were to check that out. Okay. Let's see, what other shade? I guess I'll use the burnt orange shade. This is just my favorite palette. I have had this for like 2 years now, I think. And I always have to go like this. Look at how hairy my arms are. Okay, I think it's been 2 years since I've had this. And it still works amazingly. I'm filming in my room and I'm kind of crammed over here, so my legs are like, I just need to stretch out my legs. By the way, I'm seriously so crammed over here. This is the candle that I'm burning. It's the sparkling cinnamon one, and it was on sale at Target for $15.38. It was originally $21.99. Hold on. Okay. How's everyone doing? I just don't really trust my makeup skills. I feel like they're not that good. That's why I really don't film myself doing my makeup. But, okay. Thank you. Okay, I think that's good. Like, I don't want to go overboard. What shade should I use? Okay, I think I'm going to use actually, yeah, I'm just going to use the Primavera shade, which this is such a beautiful goldish color. And I'll just use it with this brush, which this is from the Urban Decay Naked palette. And I just really like this brush here. I'm gonna spray this first. Thanks. It's come a long way, like, really. I wish that I had a YouTube channel back in like 2014 because my skin was so bad. And I mean, I just wish that you guys could see it. I've actually deleted all pictures from that era, as many people do with skin problems, because like from the era where they've had the worst skin issues, I just deleted all the pictures because I just don't want to, I did not want to look at my face. Now I'm regretting it because I do wish that I could look at it and just be able to show you guys like a comparison of what my skin used to look like, because I had breakouts all over my forehead, and now you guys can see I do have scars like right here, those indents in my skin. Sorry that the quality is so bad. Those indents in my skin right here, those are from breakouts. The indents in my skin right here are from acne that I had, and pretty much, I don't know. I do have, like, I do break out a little bit on my forehead sometimes, but it's mainly in my hairline. I don't know. I think, first of all, I think that the castor oil, sadly, is making my hairline break out a little bit because the oil is just so ridiculously thick. And someone asked me how I'm liking the Louis Vuitton bag. I love it. I carry it with me. Oops. I carry it with me everywhere I go. That I need a purse. It's like my main purse that I use now, and I absolutely love it. So if anyone wants to get one, I would highly, highly recommend it. Just highly. I also feel like, I know that this is superficial, but I just like have more confidence when I'm carrying that purse for whatever reason. Okay, this eyeshadow just looks a little bit not that great, but whatever. Let's see here. Is there any way to save this? I think I need to blend this side a little bit more. But again, the stupid phone, stop doing that. That thing is amazing. So I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know if it truly does the things that it claims it does. Apparently, it's supposed to clean the air. It's supposed to help with seasonal depression. It's supposed to help boost your mood, reduce anxiety. And I don't know if there is... This is so wet. Someone said this is so wet. What? Am I missing something? Anyway, I don't know, like, I don't know if there's a way to actually figure out if it has the benefits it has. And I think the only way to tell is if you expose someone to a salt lamp without them knowing, and then just see how they feel. But I just feel like it might be placebo. Honestly, the salt lamp might be placebo, but I just like to have it on whenever I'm doing something that really requires like a lot of work. Like whenever I'm filming, I like to have it on. When I'm working out, I like to have it on. Before I'm about to go to bed, I like to have it on. Those are the times when I like to have it on, just when I want good vibes. And whether or not it actually gives those good vibes, I can't say for sure, just because I just don't know. I just don't know if it does, but it makes me feel better. So yes, I really like it. That was such a long-winded answer. I'm so sorry. My answers are always long-winded. But I do really like the salt lamp. So if anyone wants salt lamp, definitely get it. Someone said, what is this video about? So this video is about me who is getting ready. That's what it's about. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I have to go look at all of your comments. Everyone's saying, hey guys, thank you so much. Everyone's saying that they like my channel. Thank you guys so much. And if you've recently subscribed, thank you so much. I really love and appreciate you guys. If you're asking where I'm from, I am from Massachusetts. Boston, Massachusetts. I didn't grow up, well, it's a long story. I was born here, lived here until I was like 5, then moved to a less urban area, and then now I live there again after college and I'm working. Okay. Um, More questions. Where did I buy the Himalayan salt lamp? I actually bought it from Target, but you can get it off Amazon for the same exact price. Do you have any tips for someone with maladaptive daydreaming? Because it isn't really considered a disorder, but affects every aspect of your life, especially as a student. Okay, I actually need to look more into I need to get ready to. I just need to finish doing this. Okay, so I actually don't know what maladaptive dreaming is. Maladaptive daydreaming specifically. However, I feel like I can tell by the name of the disorder that it's basically when you daydream a lot and you have bad thoughts. Is it like intrusive thinking? Um, because I have heard that thought stopping is actually sorry, thought stopping for daydreaming doesn't work because it only makes you think about things more. However, I would just try to distract yourself. A little unknown fact that you guys probably don't know is that I actually have nightmares a lot. I had 2 nightmares last night and they were horrible. Um, so yeah, I do not like nightmares. Anyway, more preguntas. Um, I would love to see more of your college essential study routines, even though you graduated years ago. So, okay, I don't know what it is about those videos, but I just kind of got like sick of filming them because I don't know. I don't really feel like filming more like college videos other than my psychology Sunday videos, which is where I answer your questions. And that's just how I feel right now. And I know I made a lot of good videos about like studying and stuff, and I'll probably make more videos about studying, but just in terms of like making them consistently, I'm not really like feeling that right now. However, I do like making the Psychology Sunday video. So if you guys have any questions about psychology or about college in general, ask me them and I will answer them in my video. Okay, let's do mascara. Oh, also video about stress coping. Coping with stress. Don't let yourself get burnt out. That's how I would recommend you guys to cope with stress. Know yourself and figure out how much work. Know yourself and figure out, like, try to avoid getting stressed out. I feel like try to avoid mental breakdowns and getting burnt out. So, for example, what stresses me out is when I work too much. And so now I try not to do that. So I don't know. I just try to relax more. That's my best tip for trying to avoid stress. Like, I really, like, people are always like, oh, how do you, I mean, I do want to make a video about how to avoid burnout as a psych major and working in psychology, but people are always thinking of like tips on how to reduce anxiety and stuff, which I think is really good to do, obviously. And I actually have a whole video on that. If you just look up on YouTube, like Audrey Victoria, anxiety, like reduce stress or something. I don't know. I made a video over the summer about how I reduce stress and anxiety. Um, but I think that one of the best ways to do that is to actually be like take preventative care and try to avoid getting stressed, which for a lot of people will be to just take a day during the week to just have it be like a you day where you just like do nothing, and that will help to avoid you from getting stressed because you're taking preventative actions to stop yourself from getting stressed out, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay. Thank you. I actually filmed the brows for you guys. What do I think of the Daisy Marquez palette? I, I don't know. I think it looks pretty. I've seen it so much, but I don't know. I don't really want to purchase stuff like that. I just feel like that's, if I don't love it right now, I'm not really interested in buying it, I guess. Um, Also, I just feel like a lot of those palettes that are like Morphe related or like whatever brand they're related, and then their collaboration with a specific like social media influencer, I kind of feel like a lot of times it's just hype. Okay, so someone is commenting on this video, and I'm really sorry. I see your comments, Roblo X Gamer Swift. I see your comments. I just am trying to address like other comments as well. So sorry. Um, I don't know. I don't like, honestly, I don't really buy makeup that often. A lot of the makeup that I have, the eyeshadow palettes in particular, I've had for years, and I just keep reusing them. Oh no, it's okay. You can, it's fine. I'm just letting you know, like, I see your comments, but yeah. Anyway, um so I don't really buy much new makeup besides like foundation and concealer and powders and blush and stuff. But in terms of eyeshadow, I don't really buy new eyeshadow. Okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Christina, Kim. I need more college tips videos. Let me give you guys some college tips now. Do you guys have any poop? Do you guys have any questions about college? Ask me anything and I will answer about college. Oh, this primer. I don't know what it is about this Benefit Professional Primer. It just is so mattifying that it makes my hands feel like really powdery, and I don't know if that's like a sensory thing for me, but I don't like the powdery feeling. Do you think going to community college is a good way to save money? Yes, it is, like, seriously. So, a really, really good tip for you guys if you're trying to save money is, and if you're trying to go to like a state school, is to go to community college and work really, really hard at community college. Um, but for the first like 2 years, go to community college, or the first year, go to community college, and then transfer to like a state school. Because that is going to save you so much money. So basically, for the first 2 years, you'll be getting all of your prerequisites over and done with at a community college, and then you can just transfer to a state school and take all of your major required courses at the state school, which is honestly what matters most, because the prerequisites that you have to take in college, they don't really matter. I mean, okay, they matter, but like, no, they don't. They matter in so much that they're required for you to get a degree, but the actual information that you are learning from your prerequisites are not really that important. And I'm talking about prerequisites like a language, like an English course, a reading course, a math course, a science course. Those types of prerequisites, those are not related to your major, and you can take them at a community college. But once you start to take courses for your major, then transfer to a state school or wherever else you want to go. But I think it's pretty easy to transfer to a state school after going to a community college. Actually, in Massachusetts, I believe there's a bunch of community colleges that actually have programs for you to go the first 2 years to a community college and then transfer to a state school. Like the UMass schools are really, really good schools. So even if you're out of state, a UMass school is really good. Okay. I spend 13 hours a day studying and I still fail all my classes. That sounds horrible, and I am so, so sorry that you have to go through that. But are you in college or are you in high school? That's the question. Okay, I am a junior in high school, and I was just wondering, how was it applying to college for you? I'm thinking of going to a community college. So applying to college was, I'm not even gonna lie, it was stressful. Because you don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know, it's just the unknown. Like, you have no idea what you're doing, and everyone else is like, oh, like, I'm applying to Harvard, I'm applying to Yale, I'm applying to Princeton, and well, at least that's the type of friends that I hung out with in school, and it's just really intimidating to have to compare yourself to that. To have to compare yourself to all the people who are applying to better schools than you. It's just all like a competition at that point. But the funny thing is that when you go to college and you're actually there, it doesn't matter, like, it just doesn't matter anymore. Like, once you actually get to college, the school that you're in, you're just happy to be there. Like, it could be any school. So don't let the other schools that people are going to intimidate you. Um, Once you actually start school, it's going to be so easy. Okay, I'm going to go wet my beauty blender. And yes, this is a huge beauty blender, and I'll be right back. Whew, okay. Tips on literary writing analysis. Okay, so I actually really like writing. That's like one of my strengths. So, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think because I have so many tips. First of all, when you're reading, try to take notes on what you're reading. That's going to really help you to better be able to analyze it. So even if it feels really, really tedious for you, just try to take notes on whatever it is that you're reading. Um, Also, just like writing tips in general, try to avoid using "Hello, Nella Lopez." So when you're writing stuff, try to, this is just a little tip for just writing in general. Always avoid writing to be contractions. So avoid writing like to run, to go. Just try to reword the sentence so that you can avoid those types of contractions, or whatever they're called, the to be contractions. So I like to go to the mall. Instead, you can say, like, I don't know. My English teacher always just said to avoid that. And then also another thing to avoid is to avoid writing is or like are. So we are going to the mall. Like, don't, if you're writing that in an essay, like conversationally, that's fine. To say that in like a conversation, but if you're writing an essay, try to avoid at all costs using is or are. Just always try to use like an actual verb instead of saying, like, I don't know, psychology research is abundant these days. Like, I don't know. Just try to avoid saying is. Instead of saying psychology research is abundant these days, you could say, um, recently psychology research, okay, I don't even know if this is interesting for you guys, but instead of saying psychology research is abundant, researchers work, I don't freaking know. Just try to avoid doing that. I'm not gonna, this isn't a English class here. What type of food lunch? No, I'm the girl who fails. I'm doing pre-nursing. Don't say that about yourself. Have faith that you will succeed, I promise. What are some homemade lunches? Okay, what are some homemade food lunch homemade you would recommend for college to save money? Peanut butter. Peanut butter and apples. There you go. That's all you have to know. Peanut butter and apples. Oatmeal all day. Oatmeal. I don't know. People say like, oh, just like get ramen or whatever, but I kind of feel like it's not good to do that. I feel like it's I mean, I understand it, but also just try to put like good stuff in your body instead of putting stuff like that, because you're just gonna feel better. Did you feel prepared for life after graduation? I will be graduating next year and the reality just hit me. I'm going back to the grind, so to speak. No, I did not feel prepared whatsoever. And learning how to be an adult was a very, very stressful time in my life, and I'm so glad that that's over. So, oh my God, it was horrible. I was like honestly depressed trying to learn how to be an adult. Because they don't teach you stuff like that in school. Like it's just really, it stinks. What time is it here? It's like 6:30. I really want Diet Coke right now. My throat hurts. I am in the diet 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 dietetic program to be a dietitian. That's a really great field to get into. Um, I actually know someone that wants to do that, and I feel like that is a growing field because unfortunately, um, food allergies are just growing and growing. Like, especially at my job, as I said, I work with babies, and we're always we always have to be aware of what we're eating or what I'm eating when I'm around them because um, you just don't know who has a food allergy that is either laying dormant and not triggered yet or that they do have. Am I going somewhere? No, I'm actually just filming. I'm just filming videos, so that's why I'm getting ready. But I need I need this to finish baking so that I can brush it off because I want to get the ball rolling with filming. Oh, okay, I think I'm just gonna wipe it off. How different is college from high school? College is really, really different from high school. First of all, your professors, unlike your teachers in high school, your professors do not push you to do anything. If you don't want to do something in college, no one's going to force you to do it. No one, no one really makes you do anything. Um, there may be, where's my brush? Oh, there may be some pressure to get to do your homework. Like your professors may like put pressure on you to do your homework and blah blah blah, which is good. You want pressure, but no one is going to make you do anything. No one's going to make you go to class. They may like call you out on it if you're not going to class, but you're not going to get like a detention for not showing up. That's not how it works. You're just going to fail. So you have to be a lot more accountable for yourself in college than in high school. You're not around your parents, so if your parents were people that forced you to do your homework, there's going to be no one there forcing you to do your homework, so you have to do it all by yourself. And growing up, my parents never forced me to do my homework. I don't know if it was because I just always did it or because they just trusted me. I have no idea, but I, for some reason, never had the experience of my parents being like, "You can't do X, Y, and Z until you do your homework," because I always just did. I did my homework before I did X, Y, and Z. So that wasn't a big issue for me. That wasn't the issue at all for me. I guess the issue was just kind of interesting and pathetic. Kind of. I just missed my parents when I was in college. Um, the first week that I got to college, I cried. Or the first day I got to college when my parents left, I cried because of how much I missed them. I know, I'm weird. And then I actually went home that weekend, following weekend, to see my parents because I missed being home. Don't ask. And I still miss my parents. I visit them like once a week, literally. Every week I visit them. Yes, I'm weird. I don't know what it is. I'm, I just am a daddy's girl. Okay. That's not weird. Okay, good. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people my age, I feel like in Western culture, the idea is to like leave your parents' house when you're 18 and then you like never come back. And then you're independent. However, I mean, I am independent and I don't live with my parents, but I do still really like spending time with them. Okay, anyway, the depression is real. Glad to know I'm not alone. So I'm not depressed anymore, but I know what it feels like and it sucks. I actually have, I have a, like, I would say I have seasonal affective disorder. I don't want to like undermine other people's experiences with it because mine is not as bad as I know it can be. Um, but I do have seasonal affective disorder to a certain extent, and I do get down in the winter. But I wouldn't say it's like I wouldn't say it's like clinical depression, but I have had, this is like sharing some real tea with you guys here. I have had depression before, and I don't really like to talk about it on my channel just because I feel like it makes me, I don't know, it just makes me feel vulnerable, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm like this dark, unhappy person, because I'm actually really happy in my life right now. Like very happy. I don't really get depressed anymore. But growing up, I was like depressed. It wasn't like, I know a lot of people have it worse than I had it, but I just had like depression and anxiety growing up. Um, and yeah, I think it had a lot to do with, I don't know, I don't know, just stuff, but I'm totally fine now, which is great. And I don't know if it was like hormones or what, because I know that that can often play a part in it, but the good thing right now is that I'm good now. Um, do you know what cocoa butter is good for? Like cocoa butter stick. Cocoa butter stick. So I struggled so bad with eczema right here when I was in high school, and I would just like lather cocoa butter over it. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't fix the eczema, but it was a really great way to just like smooth it out temporarily. What ended up fixing it was, what's it called? Hydrocortisone. Finally got rid of it. But cocoa butter also is great for doing your eyebrows. If you guys just like stick cocoa butter, like take a cocoa butter stick and run it over your eyebrows before you do them, oh my god, it makes it so much easier to tweeze and shave and pluck them. And someone asked if I got my eyebrows done. Yes, and I actually posted a video about it a couple of days ago, or like almost a week ago, about getting my eyebrows threaded for the first time in 6 freaking years. Which is crazy that I waited that long. I'm never waiting that long ever again. I'm actually gonna start getting them threaded like getting them done professionally, probably every 3 weeks. So today I'm actually not doing any bronzer. I'm kind of over bronzer. I don't know. No, I got freaking powder in my earring. No, that is okay. Okay, I need to do more powder on that side. Oh, by the way, people were asking last night why there was a bouncy chair in my, or like a walker in my Instagram story from last night. Um, I was babysitting. That is not, I don't have kids. Oh my gosh, threading your eyebrows gives the best results, like over everything else, like over waxing, over tweezing, over shaving, over plucking. Threading your eyebrows is the best. The results last longer. It just comes out looking so much better. There's less of a chance that the person is going to mess up your eyebrows because threading just is a more detailed process, whereas waxing is just super quick. You just put the wax and rip it off. So I like getting my eyebrows threaded because it's really easy to mess up my eyebrows. Like if you have thick eyebrows, you know that it's super easy for someone to mess it up. All they have to do is just wax too thin and your eyebrows are gone. Whereas with threading, it's just a lot harder to mess up. So I would recommend threading all the way. Threading for the win, as they say. Do you know how to dance? No, I don't. Actually, sort of, but I choose not to. I choose to dance in the privacy of my own home when no one is home, not even my boyfriend. That's when I choose to dance. My nose. You know, when you just did your makeup and you have to like blow your nose, that's the issue I'm having right now. I'm sorry that I don't switch it up at all in terms of my lip product. I use the same exact lip product every single time I do my lips. What do you do for testing anxiety? Do you mean like what do I do for like um getting rid of anxiety? I have a breathing technique that I have to follow. I just start to breathe deeply in and out, like that. If I start to get anxiety, I just tell myself to relax, everything's gonna be okay. Stop stressing out. Difficult getting adjusted in college. What is something that I had a hard time adjusting to? Probably the social factor, just like having to be social, having no privacy. That was really hard for me growing up. Not, I mean, I'm not an only child because I have a half sister, but like we didn't live together, so um, I was always, I always had like me time every single day, and in college I had no me time. Like I was, oh, like whether I was around my roommate, whether I was around people in the dining hall, I never had alone time, and I need alone time. So that was really hard for me. Also, just like being able to be in your room and be by yourself. Like I just did not like having a roommate at all. Like I don't know. I don't like, I just don't like that. I have to, I need alone time. Like I need it to survive. Sorry, kitty. My cat is right there. So working as a psychologist, I do not work as a psychologist, but the job I have now, like it does pay. It pays enough for me to have the living to live how I live right now, but I feel like it doesn't make, like I'm not making as much as business majors make at all. So don't think that. But also, I'm technically working 2 jobs right now, so I get paid from YouTube and I get paid for my job. And I make from YouTube about like I make about like a little over a fourth of what I make from my 9 to 5 job. I make from YouTube right now. So, yeah, I make more than most people with a psychology degree just because I have 2 jobs. So, okay. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. I burp a lot. Okay, so my makeup is done, and I want to get to filming and finish filming this one video. Ooh, it looks really good. I'm proud of it. So yeah, be on the lookout for this tutorial here for my eyebrows. That will be coming probably Friday. But yeah, here's the makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching this live, and I really hope I can get the powder out of these black earrings. Okay, thank you guys.